What is up, my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, we got our best beginner's guide for the brand new mobile game
One Punch Man,
the strongest. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. I got a bunch of good information to go over. I'm not going to keep you waiting. First thing we're going to talk about real quick, I found some gift codes. Initially there wasn't any available, but somebody did say there was some. I tried these codes out. They are active as of right now. These are for global launch. So you need to go to your avatar in the top left corner. Then you're going to go to gift code and you're going to type in OPM777. Now these need to be all capital letters or it will not work. So OPM777, enter, you will get a bunch of free stuff. The second code is going to be OPM TS One Punch Man, the strongest. This is also going to give you a bunch of free rewards as well. Now there is a ridiculous amount of features and game modes and all kinds of crazy things in this game. You're going to notice that a lot of stuff is locked, especially power-ups and things like gear cards, upgrades like character skills, limit breaks, character journeys. All this stuff is locked behind an account level wall. So don't freak out if you see things in here or you get materials ahead of time or you're wondering where your pre-registration rewards are. You need to get through a certain part in the game. I believe I went through the first chapter before I actually got my pre-registration rewards. So you have to go through the first area, and then I think after you complete the second area, or if you complete the first area, one of these two will then trigger your pre-registration rewards to show up in your mail. We go ahead, click on our mail. Right here, it gave us a bunch of stuff. We got some gems, we got some coins, we got this old hand avatar frame, we got this permanent appearance guy. Because everything is account leveled, you want to level up your account as fast as possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here, you're going to go into exploration, and you're just going to follow your main story as much as possible. So you're going to complete your normal missions first, and then if you ever get stuck at normal missions, then you're going to go back down to the elite missions for the lowest areas, and you're just going to kind of go through those. And it's a lot of kind of backtracking and powering up your heroes. And then you need to make sure you get 3 stars on all of the levels, because one of the big things you're going to be doing is you're going to be sweeping the levels. And that's like the fastest way to get a ton of XP for your account level, is you're just going to be sweeping levels over and over and over again to get the materials to upgrade your characters. So what I do is I came in here and we'd go to character upgrading, and then the evolution items that they need down below, these are the items you're going to sweep for. So for instance, this one, we need this. I do not have this 3-starred yet, so it doesn't have the sweep feature. But if I was to click on one of these other ones, you'll see that we have the sweep feature show up because I got 3 stars on it. So all you're going to do is you're going to click sweep, and then you're either going to do it by once or by 10. I usually do it by 10. Now, it is important to mention that if you do it by 10, it's going to really eat up your stamina. It's going to go really, really fast. So just keep an eye out on that. Stamina is extremely important in this game. One of my biggest suggestions is to buy stamina with your blue diamonds. And that's one thing that a lot of people ask is, what do I use my currency on to buy stamina in the shop? Now, I'm going to say to a certain degree, because it does increase. It starts off only being like 50 diamonds to get 60 stamina, and then it slowly increases. You'll see that I've been buying some of this already, and it is now costing me 380 diamonds just to get 60. Once it kind of reaches that point, it has really bad diminishing return, so it's really not worth it to spend that amount of diamonds for the stamina. But like 50 diamonds, 100 diamonds, I think the highest I went was like 250 or something. But 380 diamonds for 60 stamina is definitely a no-go. You're just gonna have to wait until it kind of regenerates, and then wait until the next day, and then this will refresh and only cost like 50 diamonds or 30 or whatever it was. So don't spend that much on the stamina, because otherwise you're really shooting yourself in the foot right there. Another thing that people will also mention is that you can use your diamonds to do pulls. that is definitely an option. But when you're a beginning player, you don't need the best heroes early on. I've gotten really far and I've just got like these basic heroes. I've got some SR heroes, and that's about it. I do not have any SSRs. Your main concern is going to be leveling up your account level, because if you don't level up your account level, you're not going to have access to all these features to help power up your characters. You need the character skills, you need the limit break, you need access to that as fast as possible. You want to hit at least 25 on day one as soon as you start playing, and it's going to take you a while. It's going to take you a couple hours. It's going to take you a bit of grinding. Now, my next tip is going to be, if you have 99 cents, the 99-cent purchase, that way you can go ahead for the novice pack and you will unlock a bunch of stuff over a couple days. Your first day, you're going to get the SR character, Hellish Blizzard. She is extremely good early game. Once you're playing down the road for a couple months and you have access to a lot more SRs and SSRs, she kind of loses her touch and she's not as good late game. But early game, when you're struggling to get really good characters, she can carry you. She has an amazing AoE ability that does damage to the back line. That's one thing you're going to notice when you're doing the battles, is it's really hard to hit the opponent's back line because they'll have like characters in front. So if you have anyone who does single target damage, you are forced to hit those enemies in the front unless you have a special ability that hits like a line of enemies. But her special ability will hit all enemies no matter where they are, in the front or the back. So she's really strong for that. Next thing you also want to do with your diamonds besides the stamina is, anytime you have these pop-up packs, let me see if I can find it right here. Anytime you see like a pop-up pack, when I reach level 20, you'll see this gem pack pop up, and it'll have a pack that you can buy with gems, $2.99 and then $17.99. Always use your gems also for any of these pack purchases. So stamina and pack purchases like this, instead of costing money, they'll cost gems. This is a great time to use your gems on these as well. You're getting some really good resources. There's a few other packs that will pop up and they'll be specifically for gems. Another cool little feature that I just want to show off is when you are in this area with your character, these are the other characters in your current line. One thing that I want to mention is what a line is. So if you are familiar with an MMORPG game, they're usually what they call channels. So the best way to put it is, we're in a main server. So I am in server 4. And the way you could think of it is like all these lines or channels are kind of like mini servers. These are just areas of the game where people are put into it so that there's not so many people in one area. So everyone is in like a separate line or a separate channel, but it is the same game. It has all of the same features and everything in it. It's kind of a little bit difficult to explain. If you are familiar with MMORPGs, then you would understand better. It's the same thing as channel, just lines. So if you are in one line and it's like really like overcrowded, then you could simply just go ahead and switch to another line. But you'll see that like a lot of these are red, which means crowded. So if maybe your game is lagging or you just don't want to have so many people on the screen, you can just go ahead, switch to a different line, and then you'll see that there are different people in this line. Sometimes it'll be a lot, sometimes it won't be. So that's one thing that if you are struggling with lag or anything, go ahead, change your line to one that's like recommended. Try and avoid the ones that are crowded or full, because that means there's a lot of people on that like mini server is what I would say. You can also take like pictures, which is really cool. If you are on like your tablet or your screen, you're going to use like the zoom, like the pinch feature to access the camera. If you are playing on LD player, you're going to hit control and then the mouse wheel right there to do like a pinch, and it will bring up the camera menu. So now we can go ahead and we can snap a picture of like my character, and maybe I have some friends with me or my guild mates. We all have like different characters shown, and we want to take like a picture, or maybe, you know, you want to take a screenshot, post it on social media, whatever it may be. You also though have this little cog icon, the settings. You can change this to self only, friends, or club, and then you can just click the little picture icon and it'll snap a picture picture. I'm not sure exactly where it saves it to. I think it just saves it to, if you're on like your phone, it'll save it to your memory card or whatever it may be. And that is it, my friends. Just wanted to make like a short, like 10-minute beginner's guide. I have a lot more in-depth stuff to cover. We'll make more videos on this game. I'm really enjoying this. So if you have any additional questions that I did not answer, feel free to comment down below. I'll try and answer your questions. Stay happy, stay safe, my friends, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.